So Fortnite has been out for over 2 years, and throughout those 2 years we've been stuck on the same field of view. Now one of the most requested features from the community is to add an FOV slider so we can increase and decrease our field of view. However, Epic Games refused to give us this feature, and because of that we decided to add our own FOV slider into the game. Now this does work in Fortnite Season 2 and it hasn't been done yet, so we are the first people to do it in Fortnite Season 2, and this video is insane. And yes, this is a real FOV slider, it's not a glitch, we actually change our FOV. We're also able to use this in real games, which is kind of insane. And in this video we will increase our FOV, then we'll increase it even more, and then we're going to push it to its limits, and we're going to see how much we can increase our FOV. So if you do enjoy this video at any point, make sure you definitely do consider subscribing, because we are the only people on YouTube that does content like this. I also have a lot more insane videos planned, and you guys aren't going to want to miss them. And if you guys do enjoy the video at any point, make sure you also give the video a like, so I know that you guys do want more content like this. And as always, Epic Games, if you are watching this video and you do have a problem with it, it was completely harmless. However, if you do want me to remove the video anyway, just contact me through email or through Twitter and I will remove the video. And just before we get into this video, a huge shout out to Vega, because without him this video wouldn't be possible, and he has been working on this for the last week, so a huge shout out to him. His links will be in the description, so make sure you guys definitely go and check him out if you do want more videos like this in the future. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so let's get straight into this video. So guys, this is what Fortnite looks like with 80 FOV. Now you can see how insane this looks, and everything just looks so cool, and you can see we can actually use the zip lines and stuff like that, and everything just looks so amazing. Now I really wish Epic Games did add this, and in a second I am going to try and build, and I'm going to see what it feels like when we try building. So let's actually go on the ground and let's see what it looks like when we're running as well. So this is what it looks like when you're running on the ground, and everything just looks a lot smoother as well. So I don't know what it is about it, but it just feels a lot more relaxing playing Fortnite like this. And when we enter this hay bale, let's see what happens. So everything does seem to be quite well optimized, and nothing really glitched out. Sometimes you'll have lag spikes, but I think that's just because my computer can't really handle this much FOV, and I'm pretty sure if Fortnite added this as a feature, it'll be a lot more optimized. So I do hope one day Epic Games do add this, because it is so sick. So I actually want to see what it feels like building with high FOV, so let's try this. And again, in a second I will increase the FOV, and you can see that it does look kind of the same. Now it does feel kind of weird, and obviously because I'm not used to using this FOV, I'm not that good at building with this. And you can see when you look down, everything looks so much more higher. Now that is so sick, and imagine having a really big build battle to the sky and then looking down. It would be so scary, because normally it doesn't feel that high, but with the high FOV you can see how scary this looks. So we're actually going to jump off, and yeah, that'll be so sick, and I really hope Epic Games do add this one day. Now this is what it looks like harvesting materials. Everything does seem to work completely fine. Now I'm pretty sure editing's also a lot better with high FOV, because you don't have to move your mouse as much. So I'm pretty sure I saw that on a video somewhere, and you can see sometimes it does glitch out like then, but that's only when you're swapping weapons and stuff like that. So you can see when we swap weapons it does glitch out slightly, but you can see when we do zoom in that also does work, so that is kind of sick. But obviously because this isn't a feature Epic Games have added yet, it's not 100% perfect. Also, this is what it looks like when you're swimming, if you guys were wondering, and let's see what it looks like if we increase the FOV even more. So guys, I just increased the FOV to 100, and look how insane this is. Everything looks so cool. So this is even cooler, but obviously this may make you feel a bit sick, because everything does look like it's moving a lot faster. So when we run, it does feel like we're running a lot faster, but we're not. It's just because we can see more around us. Now again, when you look down, everything looks so much more higher up, and I just feel like Fortnite would be a lot more fun to play if we did have the option to do this. Now later, we will see what it looks like if we load into an actual game, and we'll see how everything works. Obviously, it probably will be kind of glitchy, but it'll still be kind of cool to see how everything does work. And again, gathering materials also looks really sick. And let's try building with the FOV like this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be really difficult, but we can at least give it a try. So here we go guys, we're going to try and crank some 90s, and it does feel really weird, but again, it's still possible. Now obviously it is going to take some getting used to, but it is still possible, and it actually does work quite well. But by far my favorite thing is going really high up and seeing what everything looks like from this height, because you can see how cool everything looks. So this is obviously a lot more than 100 FOV, and I don't know the exact amount, but when I did type in 100, this is what came up. So this is what Fortnite looks like with extremely high FOV. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably screaming at your computer right now saying, retaliate, how about if the FOV was even higher? So I actually did it, and look how insane this is. You can even see under the ground when you try looking down. So if you guys are wondering if we made it even higher, this is what it looks like. And don't worry, I know a lot of you guys probably want me to make it as high as possible, and I will be making it as high as I possibly can in a minute. But just before I do that, I wanted to show you what 120 looks like, and this is actually so sick. Now look how small a character looks. It's actually normal size, believe it or not, and because it's so high, high, when we look down, it looks like we're in bird's eye view. Now look how cool this is. If you guys have ever played the old GTAs before, you know that GTA used to be bird's eye view like this. So I really wish Epic Games added this as a feature for creative or something, because I could imagine a lot of cool maps being made if you had the option to use bird's eye view. Also, you can see that it looks like we're running so much faster than usual when we do try running, and again it is really glitchy. But let's try building and see what happens. Now I'm pretty sure this is going to be almost impossible, but I will give it a try. And yeah, here we go. This looks so sick, and I'm sorry if this is kind of hard to watch. I know it does make you feel quite sick watching this, but this is just so cool, and you don't really see any other videos on YouTube like this. So guys, look how high up everything looks. When we look down, it's actually so scary, and it looks like we're so much higher than we actually are. So I'm going to fall down, and this is actually going to feel like we're falling down in real life. So let's have a look, and oh my god, that actually feels so cool. If you guys have ever played VR before, it feels a bit like that for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does. Anyway, just before you go into a public game, I'm going to see what happens if I increase it as much as possible. So here we go guys, I just increased it even more, and this is probably the highest you can make it without it completely glitching out. If I increase it any more than this, you can literally just see straight through the floor and stuff like that. And as well as that, you can't even really see a character. Now you're going to see when we run, stuff slowly starts to spawn in, and when we sprint, it looks like we're running so fast compared to usual. Now let's see what happens if we try entering a hay bale. So yeah, that just looks so weird, and it doesn't even look like Fortnite anymore. So let's exit this, and let's not do that again. And obviously I'm going to try building, so let's see what happens if we try cranking 90s. And oh my god, this is just so weird. I'm not even going to try this. It's so scary trying to do that. Anyway, I'm sorry for putting you guys through that, but don't worry, I will load the FOV a bit and we'll load into an actual game. So I'm just about to load into solos, but just before I do, you can see that this also works in the lobby. Now it also works in the battle pass area, and look how sick that is. You can actually see a lot more than usual, so you can see it all around here, which you can't usually. And when I try clicking something like the challenge table, you can see that for a second it shows the actual size and it goes to the high FOV one. This also works in the battle pass area, so we have really high FOV here as well. Now I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so let's load into solos right now. So here we go guys, I am in a real game now. It is kind of laggy, so I may have to show you guys once I've actually landed. You can see how cool everything looks, and I may also have to turn down the graphics slightly, so I'm sorry about that, but let's see what happens this game. So guys, I've landed, and I'm just going to get some weapons, and then we'll start fighting some people. So I just found a mythic chest, let's open it, and great, I got a bloody pistol. So I've now entered retail row, and it's almost the end of the game. There's only 16 players left, and I've literally not seen one the entire game. Now I have no idea why, and this isn't a proper game. I'm pretty sure every single person is a bot, because this is the first game I've played on this account. So Epic Games, don't worry, I'm not using this to my advantage, because literally every single player is a bot. Anyway, I'll let you guys know if I spot someone. So guys, I just spotted our first victim. There's someone over there running, so we're going to try and shoot them, but you can barely see them, and yeah, there we go, they are shooting us, so they are all the way over there, and it's actually kind of difficult. I think it's actually a lot more difficult to aim with high FOV, but there we go, we killed him straight away. That was actually kind of sick how it worked. Even the numbers were a lot smaller and everything, so that was kind of cool. Let's see what weapons he had, and he actually had a scar, so yeah, we're definitely going to use that. So here we go guys, I've actually increased it. I'm sorry if this is annoying to watch, but you can see when we're aiming and everything, we can see a lot better. So even though I can't really see around me that well, hopefully once we do spot someone, I'll be able to shoot them a lot easier. So someone's shooting me over there, and let's see if we can get them. So my sensitivity is actually really high now, but you can see that we can see them a lot better now. So there we go, I think we have just one. Everything has frozen, but I did hear the winning sound effect. And yeah, there we go, you can see that does say victory royale. So that was kind of cool, and let's return to the lobby. So guys, I just entered creative just to see how cool the graphics look one last time, because before I was playing on quite low graphics, but just look how cool everything looks. We can actually go in the water and everything, as I showed you before, but I just hope one day Epic Games do add a real FOV slider to the game, because it just feels so much more fun to play, and I'd definitely play Fortnite a lot more if it had more customization, because playing Fortnite like this just feels like a completely different game. Anyway, hopefully one day Epic Games actually decide to add an FOV slider. So if you guys are wondering what Fortnite Season 2 will look like with high FOV, here you guys go. So there we go guys, that was a video. I hope you all did enjoy it, and I feel like I could have covered a lot more. So if you do want me to do part 2 where I go more in depth and I show some more stuff out, make sure you do let me know in the comments, and also like the video so I do know that you did enjoy this video. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you definitely do subscribe, because we do make videos like this all the time, and there's no other YouTubers that make these types of videos, so you may as well subscribe. And if you're not aware, last week we actually did a video where we loaded into some unreleased LTMs as well as some old LTMs such as the Flora's Lava. So if you did miss that video, make sure you definitely go and check that out, and again, make sure you definitely do subscribe if you are new to the channel. And again, a huge shout out to Vega. He has been working on this all week, so make sure you guys go and definitely check him out. His links will be in the description, and if you guys want to use my creator code in the item shop, it's RTL. Anyway, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. I might just go psycho.
high ho, said I won't, but I might though. Walking on a tightrope, might do it just in spite though. Backwards got my eyes low, I might just go psycho. Backwards have my eyes low. Spend my money where my time goes. I got none else like those. Focus on my cash flow and light and feel like oh show.